Welcome to day 17 of our USA trip exploring California and Hawaii. Today we spend the whole day in the Disneyland Park, California. We purchased our tickets online months in advance as we also needed to make reservations at the parks for the dates we wanted, and you need your tickets to make the reservations. We purchased a 2-day Lightning Lane multi-pass. With only one day in each park, we felt that we needed to use some of the Lightning Lanes to maximize our time. We managed to go on 13 rides in this park. Not every ride is available, and the ones that are can change. It is best to check the website for an up-to-date list. A free photo pass is also included with these tickets. You will need to download the Disneyland app and link all your tickets to it. You can book a Lightning Lane every 2 hours or once you've scanned onto the ride, whichever comes first, and you cannot book your first one until you've scanned into the park. We had to join a virtual queue for the Haunted Mansion, which we did from the hotel as this opened at 7 a.m. We got to the park for rope drop as there was no early entry for hotel guests at this park on this day. We decided to head straight to Rise of the Resistance in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge as this has the longest queuing times. While we were in the queue, we booked our first Lightning Lane for Indiana Jones. Rise of the Resistance is an excellent ride, and I can see why people queue for hours to do it. The whole Galaxy's Edge area is incredibly well done and very immersive. We spotted a photographer and decided to make use of our free photo pass. You simply go into the Disneyland app and they scan the QR code. We grabbed some Star Wars themed drinks before heading to our virtual queue time for the Haunted Mansion. The Haunted Mansion has a holiday overlay blending characters and settings from the original Haunted Mansion with those of the Nightmare Before Christmas. This is for the Halloween and Christmas seasons. This is really well integrated and definitely worth doing. After the Haunted Mansion, it was nearly time for our Indiana Jones Lightning Lane, but on the way we saw a really short queue for the Jungle Cruise, so we were able to fit this in before our return time ended. We wanted to have some photos taken in front of the castle, so we headed to Main Street to find the photographers. There were several around the castle in different locations. After having professional photos taken and taking some of our own, we headed through the castle to Fantasyland to get to Toontown for our Lightning Lane for Mickey and Minnie's Railroad. After Minnie and Mickey's Railroad, we had a look around Toontown, seeing Donald's boat and Mickey's house. There was just enough time to ride Big Thunder Mountain before our next reservation. We had lunch reservations at 12:20 at Carnation Cafe that we had booked 60 days in advance. The restaurant was really busy with lots of people queuing for a table. The food was good for a quick lunch stop. I got a turkey club sandwich which was $18. We were able to get our DVC discount on the food. Whilst at lunch, we used the app to book our next Lightning Lane. It's easy to use. Simply go into the app and select Rides, Shows and Lightning Lane Entry. You will get a list of rides and the standby times. For the rides that are included in the Lightning Lane Multipass, you will also see the next time slot you can book. We selected the Matterhorn bobsleds for 4:40 as it had a 75-minute standby and other rides had shorter queues. You then select the members of your party that want to ride. You receive a summary of what you have selected. If you're happy, click continue and you will get a confirmation. You are given an hour time slot in which to scan your code at the Lightning Lane entrance. When we left the cafe, the Halloween parade was just starting, so we stayed to watch it. We just got lucky with the timing as we hadn't planned on watching it. We headed to It's a Small World as the standby line wasn't too long. While we were waiting in the queue, the parade came past and we saw it again. On this ride in California, you can spot additional characters placed in the appropriate nations. Look out for Lilo and Stitch in Hawaii and Peter Pan and Tinkerbell in England. After It's a Small World, we managed to fit in a few more rides before our next reservation time. Ogre's Cantina is a bar located in Galaxy's Edge, based on the cantina in the Star Wars films. The interior is really well done and the staff really play the part. We made reservations 60 days in advance. With reservations you get seated at a table. People queuing were at standing tables. You have to share your booth with other guests. There were 6 of us and we had to share with another 2 people. You get the table for 45 minutes and can order a maximum of 2 drinks. The drinks are really fun and Star Wars themed. I got a fuzzy tauntaun which has tingling foam on the top, and this was $18.50. There are a few snacks on the menu, but we did not buy any of these. DVC discount is only available on the food purchased here. After the cantina, we tried to do as many rides as possible before dinner, using a mixture of lightning lanes and queuing. had dinner reservations for Blue Bayou at 7 p.m. This is a very popular restaurant and we booked 60 days in advance. The restaurant is located in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride and you can watch the boats go past. The menu is New Orleans inspired. The Halloween Screams with projections can be seen in 3 locations: the Castle, Rivers of America and It's a Small World. You will have to get there over an hour before to secure a spot here, so this wasn't an option for us as we wanted to maximise ride time. We went to the Rivers of America and were able to see the projections there. There was just time to do a little bit of shopping before the park closed. If you've enjoyed this video, please watch day 18 of our trip where we go to Universal Hollywood.